80,000 voices fall silent at once. One kick, and all of Rome holds its breath. A captain stands over the ball, torches ringing the arena. 93 days led to this. To see how we arrived, rewind 93 days. It begins with 6 sealed scrolls. What if the World Cup happened in 930? This is the chronicle history never recorded. It begins in Rome. 6 riders gallop out, each bearing a wax-sealed scroll. The first reaches the frozen north. The Vikings read it by firelight, laugh, and accept. The second reaches Arabia. A prince accepts before the ink dries and saddles 40 camels. In Constantinople, the emperor reads in silence. He smiles coldly, already planning his victory. China's emperor summons a scholar. He recalls Cuju, their ancient ball game. Cuju is no invention. Chinese soldiers played it 11 centuries before this day. The Franks argue for a week. Half cry dishonor, half cry glory. They ride anyway. Across the ocean, Aztec priests read it. They see a sign from the gods. 6 civilizations, 6 answers. None yet know that 93 days of hardship lie ahead. The Vikings sail first. For 3 months their longships claw through black, towering storms. They sleep on wet decks, eating dried fish. Half the crew is seasick by week 2. The Arabs ride by caravan, 40 camels, 60 days. Water is rationed under a brutal sun. Halfway across, bandits strike the camp at night. By morning, 3 players are dead. Byzantium marches in full armor through the Balkans. They move like an army, banners snapping. Their camp is no hardship. Servants raise tents, and cooks prepare feasts over the fire. The Chinese sail the Silk Roads. Their ship is a small, orderly floating kingdom. Each dawn they train on deck, passing, balancing, juggling as sailors watch baffled. The Franks cross the Alps into a blizzard. The path vanishes and 2 horses die. They push through the white, cursing their pride. Honor, they decide, is heavier than armor. And the Aztecs? No chronicle records their crossing. One morning they simply stand at Rome's gates. Some say rafts, some say gods. The monks crossed themselves and left the page blank. 6 roads, 6 trials, one end. The weary caravans near the old city. Rome in 930 is no empire, yet broken and patched, it remains Europe's largest city. Each team enters by a different gate. The streets overflow. The city has waited months. Children chase the Vikings, who tower over every Roman. They have never seen men so tall. Women throw flowers before the Arabs, dazzled by their silks. The bazaar empties to look. Merchants sell tickets carved on bone for 3 denarii. By nightfall, the price has quadrupled. Every inn is full to the rafters. Prices climb tenfold, and the city makes a fortune. The chronicler notes it plainly. Never had so many strangers stood inside one set of walls. The Colosseum becomes a pitch. Workers rake the sand flat and stretch ropes for goals. The changing rooms are damp cellars. Straw for benches, torches for the only light. Below, a monk scratches tactics in the dirt. The players crouch around him in the dark. The ball is born overnight, a pig's bladder in oxhide stitched by a cobbler till dawn. Rome once had its own ball, harder and smaller. The Romans called it harpastum, the snatched one. The rules are fought over 3 days. Each played its way, and none will bend. Vikings demand a fight, the Chinese Cuju. The Arabs compromise, the Franks storm out twice. 3 rulers sit in the royal box together. Not one of them shares a tongue. So they speak in gold. Coins laid on the rail say more than words ever could. Lots are drawn the night before. 6 tokens pulled from a bronze helmet decide who plays whom. Vikings against Franks drawn first. A groan rises, old rivals, older grudges. On final day, the king rides in a golden carriage. 100 knights clear the road. Peasants hurl flowers and roar his name. Rome has not felt so alive in 3 centuries. In the cellar below, a Viking war chief grips his men by the collar. His speech needs no translation. Across the tunnel, a Frankish knight kneels in prayer. Honor, he whispers, or nothing at all. Both sides walk the long tunnel toward the light. The roar above grows with every step. The first match is war as sport, Vikings against Franks, and the ground trembles. The Vikings charge, bowling men over like the ball is forgotten. No Frankish line holds them. The Franks try playing from horseback. The referee bans it after 5 minutes. The Vikings win at a heavy cost. 2 of their own are carried off broken. Viking fans answer with a roar of their own. Shields hammered until torches shake in their brackets. The second match differs wholly. The Arabs run like the wind, tireless from a desert life. The Aztecs play as prayer. A priest blesses the ball, and each goal honors the gods. The crowd hushes at the strange rite. Whether to cheer or kneel, none can tell. The Arabs win through endurance, yet they bow to the Aztec priests, honoring a foreign faith. The third match is a duel of minds. For 45 minutes, not a single goal. Byzantium plays like an army, each man fixed in place, discipline carved into flesh. Then China answers with Kuju, juggling, feinting, threading the ball through impossible gaps. China wins by 1 goal. The arena sits stunned, something new has been seen. Each nation roars in its own voice. The Vikings beat their shields until the stone shakes. Arab fans pound great drums and sing in rising waves. The rhythm carries across the arena. The Chinese release paper lanterns into the night. The Romans gasp at the sight. The Frankish fans drink and weep at once. No one quite understands them. Then it turns ugly. A brawl erupts between Viking and Frankish fans, torches flying. The guard wades in with clubs. 3 men land in the cells before order returns. Between matches, the bazaars never sleep. Wine and spices change hands by torchlight. 2 teams remain at the group stage's end. The Chinese east, the Arabs desert. Final day arrives. 80,000 pack the Colosseum, a ring of torches blazing. Torches throw long shadows as the teams walk out. The noise is one unbroken wall. China shows its craft at once. A player juggles past a defender, the crowd erupts, but the Arab steals it and is gone. He is the fastest man in the tournament. He drives the length and strikes. The ball thunders past the keeper. Arabia leads. His teammates pile on him in celebration, dragging him through the dust on his back. The desert fans erupt, drums hammering. The Chinese only nod, calm as still water. China answers patiently, passing and weaving. Kuju is ancient, and it does not panic. A feint, a turn, a low strike, 1-1, and the arena shakes. The final minutes arrive level. Both sides are spent, lungs burning in the torchlight. The Chinese captain collects the ball far out. He looks up, the stadium inhales. He strikes it high and curling. The ball bends through the night like a falling star. The Arab keeper leaps with all he has, his fingertips fall a breath short. The ball settles behind the line. China leads 2-1, seconds remaining. The crowd does not roar. For 1 heartbeat, 80,000 forget to breathe. Then sound returns like a flood. They say it was heard a day's ride away. A trumpeter blows a ram's horn. The first World Cup in 930 is over. The Arabs sink to the sand, beaten but unbroken. They lost only to pure craft. The Chinese do not celebrate wildly. They bow to the crowd, the Arabs, the city. 3 rulers descend from the royal box. Even kings want a closer look at history. The Chinese captain kneels before the emperor. The arena watches in reverent hush. The prize is a unicorn's horn, the holiest relic alive. All believe the beast is real. In truth, it is a narwhal tusk. No one in this arena has ever seen the northern sea. The captain has no idea what it is. He bows and takes it. The crowd weeps. His teammates lift him onto their shoulders. No modern trophy lift has ever looked stranger. The losing teams leave with gifts. Each receives gold coins and bolts of fine silk. The Arabs are given fresh camels for the crossing. They accept with quiet dignity. The Aztecs receive something stranger. The Pope himself blesses their feathered heads. They are the first Aztecs a pope has seen. Neither understands the other, yet both bow. The emperor declares it a wonder of the age. He orders it carved in stone, now lost. The chronicler writes that kings and beggars wept alike. Rank, that night, meant nothing. By midnight the taverns overflow. Enemies from the pitch now share the same tables. A Viking pours mead for an Arab who never drank. He gags, and the table howls. A Frankish bard plays a sad lute. No one knows the song, yet the room weeps. Not a soul understands another's words, and somehow all of them laugh until dawn. A Chinese player mimes Kuju with his hands. The Viking thinks it a war dance. An Aztec priest blesses the whole tavern. The owner cannot tell if to be afraid. Coins and trinkets pass as gifts. Men who fought hours ago now trade like brothers. Outside, the city still hums under torchlight. The chronicler writes that Rome will not sleep. A Byzantine teaches a Frank a marching song. By verse 3 it is wrong, neither cares. Before sunrise the candles burn low. The greatest gathering never recorded drifts to sleep. The chronicler dips his quill a last time. He sets the tale down before it fades. He writes that 6 civilizations came as strangers. They left as something new. Rivals. None of this is in any book. There was no World Cup in 930, no unicorn horn. The civilizations were real, their strengths real, and ball games far older than this tale were too. Centuries later, Florence will name its own football calcio after a medieval game just like this one, once played even during a siege in defiance of an emperor's army. So the chronicler leaves a question. Which civilization would you cheer for? Tell us below. Next week, a wilder one. What if the Olympics ran in 500 BC, the Greeks facing real rivals? That tale has a twist reaching back to this arena. You will not want to miss it. Stay with us and keep questioning the past. Subscribe. History has never been this alive.